Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers in London, and this morning I'm looking at a publication from LexisNexis. It's not the normal type of publication, it's on costs. It's only a very flimsy little pamphlet, effectively. Lawyers' Costs and Fees series, it's called. This is part 2, and it deals with probate and court of protection fees and costs. It also deals with inheritance tax accounts and thresholds, public guardian fees and so forth. It runs to a very short number of pages, about 24 pages in total. That's the front. It's the 36th edition, dated April 2014. We've never reviewed this before. You can see the front of it there. What you've then got in the middle of it is a standard set of statements. That's on intestacy to start with. It sets out dates. Then we go into probate in much more detail there. Then you've got all of the tables. Table 1 being a very detailed table. I'm not going to go into much detail in this, but you can see how much information is given, and it depends very much on what you're looking for. Table 2 deals with multipliers, and then you've got various other tables. Fees payable in probate matters, that is covered. Then you move on from there to inheritance tax itself and inheritance tax accounts. Then you've got various tax thresholds which are listed there. It's all as up to date as it can be. Then the court of protection is towards the end of the actual pamphlet itself, with fixed costs set out, the court of protection fees, exemptions and reductions there. As I say, that's the back of it and there's the front of it. This is an interesting book. It's obviously a very specialised area, and one that not a lot of people come into contact with. My wife Elizabeth and I have looked at the pamphlets. We found them very useful. Obviously Lexis produce Cook on Costs, and they produce a lot of other information too. You will find costs information in a whole range of different areas, from the website to the practice books, but this is a one-stop shop. And what we say about this is as follows. We've given it a review title: Handy and Compact, the best short statement for costs in probate and court of protection matters. And we say that the subject of costs remains one of the most important aspects of risk for the client when considering contentious litigation. So LexisNexis offer a comprehensive paper service in an easily accessible, handy and compact format, which is an accurate current statement on costs and fees for all involved in the litigation process. And that's exactly what this service and series is. Of course, the court service does print some short leaflets on fees, which are sometimes available at the court offices and on the various websites. Obviously there's a problem sometimes. They should be out on display, but you may go there and it may be quite difficult to find them. And normally when you want them, there's got a queue and you've got to wait, and this sort of information is all in one place. However, what we've got here is the current fee levels, which are often fixed at the beginning of each financial year. And of course there's a danger with some of the literature in the courts that they're a little bit out of date, although the staff try their best in all the circumstances. It's not the easiest place to work, a court. However, what we've got here with Lexis are the 3 short but highly detailed booklets each April to cover the main areas of it, which is part of the generic law costs and fees series, and they're a must for the practitioner. As I said, the 3 areas covered are family, probate, court of protection and legal aid. And the titles are available from all law stationers, booksellers and direct from LexisNexis. And there's also a subscription service for revised editions for these readily accessible up-to-date statements of costs and fees, which are set out, I think, in a very practical and convenient format for practitioners, costs draftsmen, legal advisors and litigants in person. And litigants in person in particular, I hope they can understand the structure, because there are so many now that we deal with, that it is useful to try to make sure at least they understand from this pamphlet, and for anything they might have got from the court. It's not the easiest stuff to understand. I make that very clear right at the outset. It is complex, but I hope this will help them with their cases. The second, this is the green book if I can call it that, the second in the series is obviously on the probate and court of protection fees. And it's been compiled by Keith Biggs. There are 24 pages in total, comprising the following: intestacy, intestate succession, interest and capitalisation with 2 tables, fees payable in probate matters, inheritance tax accounts, and finally the bit at the end on the court of protection, which covers fixed costs, court of protection fees, public guardian fees, exemptions and reductions and remissions, right at the back. And as with the 2 other publications, the probate pamphlet is another one-stop shop in our view for costs and fees, which will have found to be of great assistance, I'm sure, to many parties in court. And for the busy practitioner, it's an invaluable tool for all involved in this area of the cost process. We found the tax thresholds on pages 19 and 20 of great assistance, and we think it should be a priority purchase for all law firm libraries in 2014. I'll just show what I mean about pages 19 and 20. The tax thresholds are listed there. You can see there and over the page. And I think that is very, very helpful information, because frankly, whenever you see them being presented on television or what they have on the web, it's extremely difficult to follow some of this. And obviously that's one of the reasons why you leave it to a cost draftsman. Just to show you again, that's the front of it there. But I think Keith has come up with an excellent small pamphlet which will be of great assistance to all concerned. So can I thank him and all the people at Lexis for producing this, and I hope it helps you. Bye bye.